You should have never brought up the comparisons to the other side. Okay? You should have never done that. The biggest mistake is to remind liberals in this very moment that the Republican Party exists. Okay? There is no shot. Because, like, you'd have a stronger if you were to just keep it at his own moral failings or something. But the moment that you remind liberals that the opposition exists and we no longer have a fucking moral party, we no longer have a moral standing, liberals are going to hear that and go, who's we, motherfucker? Are you speaking French? What party are you a part of?
Yo, Mayhem, what's up, man? I hope you're having a good one. I hope you're having a good one so far. I'm going to keep the mic off because I have people talking in the background. But if there's anything you want me to play, I'll put the list up for you.
So Neil just came over and said, "Come on, I'll give you some work." If it wasn't for Neil, I wouldn't be doing it. That's what I need to happen.
So you can't, even if he doesn't give you work, you can't just go back to the department where Neil is and just continue working like you were doing before instead of just sitting there?
Oh, well, you're supposed to wait for your supervisor's response, which we did, only a half hour. I waited more than a half hour. And then Neil just came over and said, "Hey, come on, do some work for me." Because I have to do something. I can't just let the whole day go.
Right, without doing anything. It
Right,
looks bad on
because-
you too.
Yeah. Well, not on Neil.
No, on you.
Yeah, on me. It looks bad on me because I didn't do anything. So how am I gonna?
That's
that
cool.
means I was
You know what? I'll have a
nothing.
beer too, but I'll show you the kind of beer I drink.
So that's what he's trying to do. To make it look like. So Neil saved me for today, but because his work order is big, it's very complex. There's a lot of troubleshooting involved in this. So it's not capped. So 2 people can be working.
0 alcohol beer.
And if Neil wasn't there or whenever, he would have let the whole day go by and not giving me anything. Just like that. Just so that you could say, well, you didn't put no work order in. Well, how are you going to get paid? Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. So I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Well, you're gonna go to work. You're gonna make yourself present and available still. And, you know, the opportunity is gonna come up where you're gonna need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Tell me, I need work. I can't just be standing around. I
Yeah,
have to do
you
something.
told me to communicate. If I don't have any work, come and see me. That's what you told me. Yeah, he's being
7 deadly sins, 7 ways to win, 7
excuses me
only
every
paths to
time.
hell, and your trip begins.
And then when he gives
7
me work,
downward
gives
slopes,
me very little
7 bloody hopes, 7 by your burning
and I can't
fires.
do it within his time. So he's trying to make it look bad on me. I think he's just
Hey, hello, Gigi. Hope you're having a good one today. Hope Mayhem. Hope you're having a good day. You're drinking with me.
I am going to sit down and talk to him and say, look,
I gotta.
he's going to tell me, well, I did give you work. You
I gotta
worked
keep
it.
this mic muted though.
How come Richard doesn't want you to work over there? Just gonna,
And it's just
But-
stupid questions. He
Yeah.
knows why.
yeah,
He knows why. He just wants you to look like you're not doing anything.
right. That's what he's trying to do.
Thank God for Neil because
Yeah. He's the only one I can, because everybody else is trying to get in good with jazz. Everybody is. We have, I don't see him acting the same way. Right. There is no reason why he should be acting
well.
that way.
Oh, dude. Joey says he wants to go, and
I'm gonna put on my shoes.
I was
now.
thinking about.
Alright.
I don't know if Scotty can, but if he had seats, if Scotty had seats, he would probably be able to go. I don't know if he'll be able to hang all day though. All right, I can keep the mic on now because the people who were talking in here are out of the room. So. Yeah, dude, there's all kinds of bands. Sunday would be the best day to go because Sunday is Buckethead. Sunday is Buckethead. Sunday had, there was a lot of good bands. AFI is a good band live. Stone Temple Pilots, that would be a show that Michelle would want to go to, Stone Temple Pilots. Queens of the Stone Age, and then Tool. Tool's a headliner. Yeah, and guess what? Guess what I found out today? I found out Juji's birthday is on June 2nd. Just like Juju's is. Juji has the same birthday as Juju. June 2nd, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Oh yeah, I guess you guys can see Mom on camera. Alright. The Juji and Matt is on the thing and they say hello, okay?
Oh. Oh, okay.
Matt is there too, Matt.
Yeah,
Alright.
Matt. Why don't you talk to me? We never see you no more.
You better call Mom, dude.
Him and Veronica.
Yeah, Matt, Ronica. I can probably message Ronica right now. Wherever my phone's at. Okay. Yeah, Mom's doing pretty good today. We had to clean up the room and change the sheets on the bed and everything for her. Oh yeah, Mayhem, sorry. Yeah. I don't want the camera to... I want to keep the camera right here, like in this direction, right there. So that way you guys can see the radar helmet that Matt's wife gave me. All right, let's see. Let's. Hey, that's true. You just have to remember that mom sleeps in on the weekend.
How you doing? Yeah.
All right.
My eyes are hurting so bad. There's two. These are good to ours. Okay, this is the other one I threw. Okay, throw that one on.
Damn, man. I think I gotta do some minor adjustments on this guitar. Yeah, there's no sustain there. I might have to lift it up a little bit. And the harmonics die out too, and that's kind of a pisser. The harmonics will die out. Oh, you mean like just a separate playlist, like on your channel, for Rick's? I'm not gonna lie, Gigi. I think the orchestral ones that you come up with are my favorite ones. There was like a reggae one you just did that was pretty good. In fact, I think I'm gonna try to play that, even though I haven't been really like playing to it. I just played it to it like a little bit the other day, but it seems like something I could come up with, dude, and that's what I want to do. I want to play to my style to different genres. That's always been the idea for me, is to take like old classic songs, like from the 80s, pop music from the 80s, or whatever it is, you know, and just add my own style to it, you know, and play it my way. You know what I mean? That was my whole idea. Yeah. Oh yeah. To answer your question, I did work on the new song. Yeah. That answer was yes, and I didn't even read your question yet. I haven't downloaded it yet. The first thought I always get is I want to like mute the vocals, right? But on this song, which is called Walk Lightly, I've been keeping the vocals on some of these tracks lately. I think the vocals need it, I guess, in a certain way, or for it to be a song. You know, I'm just gonna try to play along with the singer. You know, so let's give it a shot.
I woke up wearing old feet, like a coat that fit too tight. So I stepped into the morning, and I let the sun decide. My hands found a little rhythm in the steam and broken light. Then my feet started telling truth, that I couldn't say polite. So I move past the ache in my chest. I move, and the world did the rest. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. Joy is a door I know. Joy is a door I know. Turn your face to the day. Let the beauty show. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. There was mercy in the pavement, in the blue of a passing dream, in the way a child was laughing at a dog that wouldn't stay. I kept gratitude like fire in the hollow of my palm, and the more I gave emotion, the more I felt myself come calm. So I moved like a prayer with no sound. I moved, and my heart came around. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. Joy is a door I know. Joy is a door I know. Turn your face to the day. Let the beauty show. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. If the world gets heavy, I will answer with my hands. If the dark comes calling, I will dance where I can stand. Not to run from sorrow, just to make a little room for the grace that keeps on growing, like a garden after rain in June. Harden after rain in June. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. Joy is a door I know. Joy is a door I know. Turn your face to the day. Let the beauty show. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly, my soul. Walk lightly. Walk lightly.
Yeah, that's just gonna be on the list. That is, it is fun to play. I don't care. So far lately you've had a blues song. You've had the blues song. I've done the blues, and now I'm playing to reggae. It's all music, man. You just have to express yourself on your instrument. You know what I mean? But then the more I play that song, the more I'll have, like same how Rick explains. The more you play, the more used to it, the more you get a foundation, you get an idea down, and then you go off that. You know what I mean? And you just keep playing and keep trying stuff until something fits. You know. Yeah, no, I noticed that. You notice, you write the lyrics. Yeah. Um, I read a lot of them, especially the ones I like. Um, if I okay, put it this way, if I didn't have your backing tracks to play to, I would be playing to like other different backing tracks, right? And the thing about playing to a regular backing track like you would find on YouTube is that the backing tracks are meant for practice. You know what I mean? Because they keep playing. It's not a song. Backing tracks on YouTube, a lot of them are just there for guitar players to practice on. Your backing tracks are songs. That's the difference. Your backing tracks are actually songs, and so it's like I'm more playing to a song. um, no, I mean, I'm sure. No, I mean, if you get people that like your music, then they like your music and they're having fun listening to it. That's the whole point, you know. Yo, what's up, Dread? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, and I popped open a beer with Mayhem. Mayhem was here earlier, and I popped open a beer with him. But I don't know if you can see it, but it's I don't even know how you pronounce that. Klosthaler? I know there's a certain way how you pronounce it. I just don't know. But it's 0%. It's got no alcohol in it. But that's how I view it. I view the backing tracks that you put out, Juji, as opportunities for other people to have ideas and other people to do something with it. But a lot of people just like to listen to it. Some people just like to listen to it. But I like to encourage other musicians to try out your stuff, man, because you don't mind people using your backing track. So that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, when people find inspiration just on the ideas that you put out there, then that's got to be a satisfying feeling. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, hey, I've been there, man. Do you know those big the 1.75 liters of vodka, those fucking big ones? Man, I used to buy that shit almost just about every other day. I would have a new bottle, and I would pour it with Coke Zero. It would always be. I've been drinking non-sugar soda for a long time now, and it used to be vodka and Coke Zero. Boom. All day, every day. All day, every day. And then drugs along with that. But I don't drink alcohol anymore. Nothing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Judy, exactly. You know, I always wanted Laurel to sing some of your tracks. That's a great idea. That should give her all kinds of ideas, but you know, whatever. I try to encourage Brody to try some of your backing tracks. I encourage the only people who play your backing tracks is me and Rick. Oh yeah, been a year and a half. Oh, I used to do that. I used to drink it straight too. Something when you're an alcoholic, something weird happened. Something weird happened to me one time when I was drinking Jack Daniels every day. Every day I was drinking Jack Daniels. I was taking shots of it. I was a shot guy. I would take shots of everything, right? One day, I couldn't drink Jack Daniels anymore. It gave me a gag reflex that I can't describe. Due to the point where, if I smelt it, I would gag, right? But as an alcoholic, you would still drink it, right? You would still force yourself to drink it. And at one point, I stopped drinking Jack Daniels. I was like, I can't take it anymore. So I moved from whiskey to brandy. And after a while, brandy was getting me. I was like, ugh. Vodka was the only thing. Vodka, especially Grey Goose. Grey Goose was my favorite vodka because that shit was good. It was good. You didn't get none of that mash taste like whiskey has, right? And so I stuck with vodka for a long time. Yeah, and then and then there was the pill phase. It was vodka and then pills, and then I couldn't afford pills anymore because pills were getting too expensive on the street. It was getting up to like $5 a pill, and I was like, nah, I can't pay that. You're out of your mind. So I just moved to meth. It was just vodka, Coke Zero, meth, boom, boom. But I. Yeah, isn't that something, Juji? That just throwing starters out there, throwing ideas out there that people can catch on to. You know what I mean? And anything for inspiration. Rick does it. Yeah, I felt like I got my money's worth for it. doing that, instead of buying pills. So I had no choice, but I had to wane down off pills, and then meth was just easy, available, and it's cheap, and it was cheap. But I don't do none of that stuff anymore. I do vape, but for somebody like me, that's considered what they call harm reduction. It's harm reduction, right? Ooh, that's not good, Yuji. You gotta tell the kids to stop doing Fent. Fent is dangerous. That's another reason. That's another reason why it was easier for me to quit hard drugs is because I have heard stories of fentanyl being traced in some of it. Right? And fentanyl is very dangerous. Very dangerous. If I knew kids were doing that under the bridge, I would walk up to them and I'd be like, "Look, I've never done fent, but look, dude." I don't know what to do about people who want to do fent. You know, fent should be illegal. Everybody agrees with that. Fent should be illegal. It's a dangerous drug. It's used for anesthesia. And um, um, yeah, that's not good. So, all right, yeah, there's nothing really you can do. I mean, what are you gonna do about people who want to do drugs? I don't know what to do about that. What are you gonna do? They need guidance. They still need a place to go. They still need a place to go, a place to be safe instead of being like homeless. They have to figure out their drug addiction. People have to figure out drug addiction on their own. Yeah, I mean, shit, dude. When I went to I went to what was it called? AN meetings, alcohol and narcotic meetings. They showed us a video, a fent video, and how dangerous it is to mess with that stuff and to package it and to like ship it. How people have to wear like space suits, it looked like, right, when they were handling that shit. But NA meeting, yes, thank you, NA. But all right, time is of the essence right now for me. So I'm gonna play a couple more songs, then I gotta wrap it up. I know Rick just played this the other day, so I'll play it. I know what my last songs are gonna be, so hold on. Ooh. My bad. Okay. I think your guys' conversation got past me. I'm missing context, but yeah. Yeah, I had to deal with bullies too. I had to deal with bullies. You know, the thing with the bullies in my neighborhood, dude, is they ran in packs. It wasn't just one bully, it was like a group of bullies, right? And I was just one person, and I didn't have a lot of friends. You know what I mean? I didn't have, I mean, I had friends, but I didn't I didn't have like an entourage of friends, you know what I mean? And the bullies in our neighborhood, they would run around in packs. So it wasn't just one person, and it was like a group of people. And sometimes I would try to avoid them, but there's been times when I got cornered, and I'm like, well, hey, what are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna jump me? Go for it, dude, because I'm gonna sock somebody. I'm gonna kick somebody's ass. You know what I mean? But it's always been a part of me in my nature to avoid fighting. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I don't get a lot of traffic in this channel, and because I don't get a lot of traffic, I don't get a lot of trolls. You know, but I have had some trolls in the past. You know, and it's just whatever. You know, I've had people come in here and tell me and tell me that I suck. I've had people tell me to stop. I had chatters come in here and tell me to stop. Just stop. I'm like, stop what? What, you think I'm just gonna stop? How about you stop doom scrolling, you know, and get a hobby? But I did have a couple of friends who were more I did hang around with friends who were more assertive about it, right? And would have my back about bullies and stuff like that, you know, and be like, But I always told people, don't worry about it. It's not your problem. It's my problem. You know what I mean? The bullies are my problem. But yeah, if you're gonna run around in a group of bullies, then yeah, it's nice to have a friend, you know, that could one time I had a friend that totally just left me behind one time. He was just like, I'm out of here, like that. I'm like, dude, these guys are about to jump me, man. You just gonna leave me? I was like, man, fuck, what's the matter with you? You know, I guess I'm like Popeye. Popeye, you know, it's like you try to be a nice person, right? But then there comes a point where it's like I've hauled all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. You know, and then you just get to that point where you have to get mad. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, for reals. I mean, boundaries are very important in many different ways. Boundaries are important. Like when I went to my NA meetings, my narcotic and alcohol meetings, you know, learned about boundaries. Learned about boundaries with socially. You know, there's certain boundaries that people have to recognize. Oh yeah, being nice and trustworthy has always got me in trouble too. Being, I guess people could say, naive. You know, somebody wanted to borrow $300 from me one time, right? And I had just moved to Erie, Pennsylvania. I had just gotten a job with the state, and they worked where they gave me they forwarded me a check because I just got into the program, but the payroll period had stopped for that month. But the guy said, "Look, I'm gonna put you on the payroll anyway." So I got a check without even working yet, and I had money. Everybody knew I had money, and so people would hit me up. And, you know, people hit me up, oh, I got borrowed $300. And then my brother told me, dude, those guys are heroin addicts. You know, and stuff like that. You know, but I'm the kind of person that's like, well, hey, I don't really know them. I do think you're right. I probably should take your word for it, but I don't really know them. And I tend to give people one chance. You know what I mean? And so I let somebody borrow $300. I never saw it back again. You know, I just might as well just give it away. What kind of face do you make? Do you make a like a snarl face, like a mean face? I know that's what people told me to do. So Donnie, you should look more mean. You should walk around and look more mean, you know, like that. And I'm like, what? I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe. My uncle used to tell me that because my uncle was a my uncle was a cool guy, but he was also very belligerent. You know, not because he was drunk, but that was just the way he was. He's like a brute. You know what I mean? And dude, I seen my uncle. My cousins lived on the street a couple of blocks from us. I was walking to my cousin's house, and I noticed some yelling coming from the house across the street, right? And I didn't know what was going on, but it sounded like a domestic affair, right? I was walking, and I saw my cousin and his dad pull up in the car because there was a girl that ran out of the house, right? And there was a guy chasing her, right? My uncle ran up to the guy. My uncle was an old man, right? The guy causing the problems was also kind of old, but my uncle was an old man. My uncle ran up to him and kicked him straight in the chest, and that dude just went down. He couldn't breathe. You know, And my uncle was the one that was always telling me, you gotta look more mean, you gotta look more mean. You know, I was like, well, I don't know, maybe. A finger across the throat? Oh, like that? I don't know, but I should try it, you know. But I just don't do that. I just don't make angry faces all the time, you know. But I don't know. Dude, I hit somebody with a blower, you know, a leaf blower. I hit somebody with it one time because that guy was trying to steal it from me. I was trying to sell it for drugs. I went to his house and I was like, yeah, I think it starts up. You just got to work at it, right? And so, and the other guy, he's the one that started it, right? He was all, man, I fixed it for you. I was like, oh, all you did was pull the string. What do you mean you fixed it? So he wanted like a cheap deal for it that I didn't want. I was like, no, I'm not going to sell it to you. I want this much for it, right? And he's all, no, I fixed it. You shouldn't even have it. And I'm like, no, fuck you. So I started leaving, and he followed me. And he's all, I'm about to take it from you. I was like, come take it, dude. And he walked near me, dude, and I hit him with that thing, dude. And I was gonna hit him again, you know. And I told him, I just kept walking away, you know. I was like, come at me again, dude. You're gonna get hit again. You know, but I saw the guy a couple of days later, and we squashed it. That's another thing about me, is that we can get into a fight, and as long as you say you're sorry, then I usually say, okay, it's cool, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to make enemies. I want to I want to be cool with people. That's funny, Gigi. I can't picture you having a mean face, but hey, maybe it worked. Okay. Women can hate forever. Yeah, I guess. You know, my sister was considered the neighborhood bully. My sister was like that. My sister used to fight the boys, the guys. My sister, you know, it was because of my sister I got into Motley Crue, I really didn't listen to Dokken, but my sister did. All that stuff, Guns N' Roses, all that stuff. And my sister smoked and drank, you know. She was considered one of the cool ones, and all the boys wanted to get with her. I mean, she was the reason why everybody knew me in the neighborhood is because everybody heard of my sister. So when I went to parties, people would recognize me and say, hey man, I know you, aren't you Veronica's little brother? And I'm like, yeah. Boom, instant access to party, instant access to drink, instant access, you know, just accept it, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Yeah, she has grown up, you know, matured, but she's still got that dog in her, though. She's always been, like, kind of like a brat, you know what I mean? Although she's really nice, she's fun. My sister's fun. You can, like, party with my sister, right? And, but yeah, I mean, I got so many stories, but I don't have time right now. I get going for stories for days. But I guess that time's flying. I guess I got to get going. All right, I appreciate everybody hanging out. Whoever stopped by, Dread, Mayhem, Juji. It's always nice to talk to you. Who else stopped by? I guess that's it. But man, you and my sister would get along so good because you guys are like into like the same kind of music. But stuff like. All right, I gotta go, man. I'll see you guys later. All right. See me tonight. You're gonna see y'all tonight. What's happening, Dread? Are you going live? Let me know if you're gonna go live, Dread. Is that what you mean?
I don't know.
Oh, Brody. That's right, Brody. Yeah, I'll stop by and say what's up to Brody. I always, even if I don't like hang out at Brody's sometimes, I always stop by and give him a like. You know what I mean? Because it's Brody. It's Brody. He's cool.
Dragon?
All right, man. All right, you guys. I will see you guys later. All right. Peace out.